open my... No. We open this. So Tactical Air Force. Hyper. I want to check. Because I'm noticing that a lot of these units, their air directive is just a blank. So I'm kind of curious what... Anybody know what that means? Because like these units here say that they're selected for the ground support directive, but then, for instance, my multi-air command has, even though it's been assigned an air directive, everything's blank. Mission settings where you put the rest. All right. Alright, so no enemy aircraft losses that time. 49 losses for me, 213 damage. So I'm wondering if they actually pulled all their aircraft out. Wonder if there's just nothing left to fly, that's why they are... Alright, awesome. So I've now isolated Catania over here. So Catania has now been isolated. So that should fall fairly quickly. So, got engineering detachments. Move the Free French up. Move their HQ up. I'm still not really sure what to be doing with these rail units. Right now they're just kind of sitting there. So select a unit. Okay. Okay, so there's damaged rails. Okay. So I've got a engineering group here. So what is... So do I just put them into a hex with damaged rail, or do I actually have to give them a mission to actually fix the rails? Because I've got broken rail links through here, but I actually think those are hostile hexes, so I think that may be why they're not. Yeah, the reason those aren't fixed is because they're still considered hostile hexes. But I guess, Runger, what I was saying is, do I just move them into a hex with a damage rail line and they'll automatically fix it, or do I have to like give them a directive to fix the rail? Alright, well, let's carry out the attack here. They'll turn purple. Everybody attacks. And they routed. Awesome. Well, that's... We'll let the paratroopers take the city. Move up the rest of the units. Oh, man. Man, that deliberate attack thing is going to be nice. And they retreated. Awesome. Alright, so I can't... Naval Task takes 1 damage. So now I think, now that I'm blocking their access, I don't think now that they should actually be able to move units across the strait anymore. These are going much better now. Okay, so let's go back to this route group. So we move into here. Either you send them into a hex, and then you will have to press on the RR cease inside the units cards on the right. Oh, right there. Okay, I see it. Thanks, Runger. Okay. Going pretty well now. So I've got the rest of the Germans bottled up. I've got the American forces kind of sweeping across the north. And now it's the race to see who will take Messina first. And I think that's all moves for that turn. 1 damage. The 1% is repaired automatically to the logistics phase. So if your RR unit still has movement points, send it to the next hex right away and repeat. Okay. Thanks, Brangor. I think I'm actually starting to get the hang of this game a little bit. Not that I think I'm in any position to take on the full campaign, but I am starting to get the hang of this a little bit. Okay, so press E for enemy control taxes. All right. I knew there was like I said, I knew there's a hotkey for it, and I just keep forgetting to turn it on. So ground losses are up, but I'm taking territory more. So let's go check on my strategic air group, and morale's actually come up a lot. So they're all above 50 now. Or no, still some below 50, but they're all around 50. So we'll stand down the strategic Air Force for 1 more turn. That should get them up a little bit more. I don't think there's keep clicking the wrong button. I don't think there's. I'm going to maintain air superiority, but I don't think there's too much of that. So ground support we'll leave to high. We're going to reduce the air superiority mission down. We're going to keep up interdiction on units. And we're going to start attacking. I think the unit means that they'll think that means they just go after just units in general. So let's assign that. Just kind of take a look here, see how things look. So ground attack, recon. All right. Damage 32, so I should probably get these units probably into port for their own repairs here shortly. Well, that's 57 aircraft that turn, 225 damaged. No, again, no aircraft losses or damage, so I think I've kind of just in general gained air superiority here. Let's move up. My HQs, just so everything is within range. Alright, so how are my... So these orange units are withdrawing. Well, that's not good. Withdrawing. So I'm assuming when it says withdrawing, it means it's actually just being withdrawn from my control and or being transferred. Alright, I will, next turn I'll start moving my, my aircraft forward. It's probably a good idea. I probably should have done that sooner, actually. So what do we have here? We have motorized division and a coastal brigade. And they are routed. Alright, so let's get damage 39, damage 40. Alright, so those look okay for the moment. Routed and retreated. Move my infantry up. I didn't mean for that unit to get out there by itself. That could be bad if they attack. All right, so I've got them pretty well bottled up here in the tip. It's just or right here at the tip of near Messina. Just a matter now, I think, of all right, up here. See. Oh, so the button. With all right. So arrived this turn. So I've got arrived at this turn. So I've got actually quite a bit of units that have arrived. Withdrawn. Royal Marine Commandos. Withdraw. The 82nd Airborne. Withdraw. Okay. Quite a bit of units are actually being withdrawn, but some units are actually being sent forward. Okay. So Runger, I know you said there was a way to, oh, Shift A. Oh, so I can't actually move my air units this phase. Air transfer mode? So... Alright, so we're gonna move my... Select all. Alright, so then... Oh, there we go. So transfer 3 there. Oh, wait, that's not selecting all. So we'll just move all multi-air command forward. Alright. So multi-air command has been brought forward. No, don't have my turn. So aircraft type. Fighter bombers. Or Air HQ. So Tactical Air Force. Victoria. Alright, so we'll moving my not sure what the red means. Maybe that means that it's overloaded. May have to I don't think I can move units twice. Not sure what it means when it's red, but Orizo. No units so for transfer. Alright, so bringing my air groups forward, at least the ones that are available. Alright. Bombers I'm not too worried about right now. I'd rather bring forward my fighters. Alright, so I think that's all the fighters I can bring forward. We'll start with that. Coastal Air Force I'm happy with. Strategic Air Force. Alright. I think we're good for the moment. And my turn. Alright, so exclamation point stands for overload. Alright, thanks Rangor, that's what I sort of thought it stood for. Alright. Let it save. Losses aren't too bad. What's air losses like? So, how does the morale of the Strategic Air Force look? Strategic Air Force coming up steadily. Maybe I'll stand them down for one more turn, just kind of let it get up a little higher. I want it around probably between 60 and 70 as kind of the average before I start committing them. Alright, so we've got some armor divisions. Alright, so we can get these units kind of loaded up here. So infantry division. Alright, so not sure what that blue line means. Alright. So it's just a matter now of just kind of mopping up the rest of I think I've lost one of my naval HQs. Either it was withdrawn or I've lost it. I didn't think it was withdrawn though. But I'm gonna bring my... Oh, still the air phase. Just keep that the same. Set air directives. I thought I had 5 though. I had 3 British and 2 American naval HQs. At least I thought. But they're getting pretty damaged, so I should probably withdraw them, I guess. I'm gonna probably lose... Let them kind of come back for refit. so what do we have here? We have infantry there. Those are infantry. Let's bring up one of my... armored. One of my Canadian armored. So they actually have more combat power in that hex than I do, so they're gonna hold. Now I've just kind of got a little bit of a bottleneck going on here. Alright, so they'll take a lot of damage. Okay. It's good to know. Alright, so Sicily is pretty much all mine now. Just gotta mop up the last couple of units here. They're probably going to withdraw, but there's really nothing. I needed to pull those naval HQs back. Oh, I see. I placed those naval HQs right there on those two hexes, on those two ferry hexes, so I bet I lost them. Oh, that would be bad. Well, that sucks. And obviously the Germans are pulling back farther. I'll leave the naval HQs just kind of sitting in port for the moment. So we'll bring up air directive phase. No. What's the strategic air force look like? Alright, so they're all up around mid 60s, 70s, so we are going to recommit the strategic to bombing. I want to go after, I don't know if it really does it really make sense to go after other city targets in this scenario? Is there production and all that in these smaller scenarios? I don't actually know. So for the moment, we'll commit them to port, and we'll commit them to rail yards. And we'll commit them to airfields. Alright, so lower chance of ports, because that's not going to be a huge deal. Won't send them too much after the rail yards, I guess. Ground attack. So port. And yeah, so we'll start bombing ports, airfields for the next phase. And I didn't click set air directives. Alright, so there we go. Take a look, see how things look. So Strategic Air Force, bomb cities over there. And my air superiority missions are still concentrated over in this direction. Alright, so there actually is production in these smaller scenarios. Alright, that's good to know. So, starting to encounter enemy aircraft again. 45 damaged, or 45 aircraft lost, 314 damaged, versus 7 enemy and 37. Alright, so how's Sicily look? Still one last unit, basically 2 units left on over here holding Messina. So we are going to bring up America. Alright, so that's 2 infantry divisions and armor. Let's just bring this stack up and we'll defending forces held. So what I'm curious about is how I repair these units. They say they're 63% damaged. So I'm curious, can I put them into a refit mode? I don't see a button for it. Info. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sort of repair button or refit button for my naval HQs. It's kind of annoying. Wow, that is a lot of heavy flat cannons, AA guns, heavy AA. That is a lot of units in that hex. Alright. Really nothing else I can do this turn. Well, I can check my rail lines. Alright, so a well-supplied port. So let's check. Factory locations, logistics. Alright, so where I want them to be back at is I want them like at Bizerte or probably Tunisia. No. Or too many units in the hex. Move those units. No. There we go. Let those repair. Alright. I think that's it for that turn. You gotta kill them all. Montgomery is not amused. Yeah, well, even the Allies had Operation Torch and commando raids to learn the fine art of managing troops on the battlefield. This is my first time through, so let's just keep up the... Just double check here. What's the air group morale look like? Really do need just to stand down like all my units. Alright. So 30 aircraft damaged, 234, or 30 aircraft lost, 234 damaged, 3 and 14 for the respective access losses. So yeah, these do repair, because these were at like 50 or 60 damage points, and now they're down to 28 damage. What about here? Yeah, they're repairing really quickly now that they're in a well-supplied port, which is good. And what do we have over here? We still have AA battalions, heavy AA battalions. So let's see, what do I have actually attacking? I've got 2 U.S. infantry divisions, 1 U.S. armored division. I've got 2 Canadian, or one Canadian armored brigade, which I'm gonna move that back. I'm gonna move a British. Bring up a British infantry division. Defending forces held. Try that again. Defending forces are holding, but I'm costing them. Alright, so can't attack anymore that turn. Yeah, I forgot to use my rail repair guys again, but there's only a couple rail lines left on Sicily that aren't repaired, so I'm willing just to deal with it for the moment. And as soon as I really just want to take Messina here, as soon as I can take that, that'll secure Sicily. My losses are pretty crazy though. Alright, set. Alright, we're going to take city targets, go after ports. I mean, is there any anything in particular that you should be bombing? Should I go after heavy industry, oil, fuel? Is there one that's better than the other? So let's go after the ports, and let's go after resources, as both high intensity as far as the strategic air day guys are concerned. And we'll keep up the pressure as far as the air superiority goes. Okay. So move units forward, move units back. I didn't think I could actually move any units that turn, but I thought they were all out of movement points. So now my U.S. 2nd Armored Division is going to be getting withdrawn here shortly. Defending forces held. Alright. I am wearing them down, though. Alright, so can't withdraw any... How's my rail look? Alright. Alright. So it looks like it's just up where my combat units are. That's where the rail is really bad. That ends that turn. Thanks for the advice there, Harold. That seemed to work out a little bit better. It seems like I just have too many. I just need to kind of create some gaps for my units to withdraw and then still have room to move more forward. So I'll kind of reorganize my forces here this next turn. And actually I should probably check on my naval HQs. They might be in a better condition now to provide fire support. Alright, we'll keep up the bombing. And actually... I'll move units, I think, the next phase. Let the air direct. Alright. Oh. Alright, so this will probably be the last turn. See if we can take this. If I can't, then I will probably... Yeah, damage is still pretty high on those units, so I think I'm probably just going to call it here. Yeah, probably just going to call it here, I guess. And then I will probably pick this next week. I will definitely be streaming, be back to Command. But thank you everybody for joining me this week. I stream for those that aren't regulars, I stream every Saturday at the same time. You can also check out my YouTube channel at Kushan Gaming, and I'm also Kushan Gaming on Twitter. And I will see you all later. Thanks again. Bye.